Hey guys, it's Zach. Today, I wanted to do a general run-through of every single way to heal yourself in Deepwoken. Along with my close friend and duo Loagan, we will be testing every single self-heal in the game, and providing specific percentages for each method when applicable. I recommend you stay tuned, as later in the week we'll be dropping the part 2 to this video, which will showcase every way to heal yourself alongside the support of another player, as well as every mechanic that provides anti-heal. Before I get started, I just wanted to say
Sorry about that. I must have been tripped up by lag. Lucky for me, I installed GearUp, and everything worked out. Are you like me, playing Deepwoken away from home on a laptop with college Wi-Fi? Or maybe you don't have access to Ethernet and want a way to boost your performance? Well, GearUp can help. By installing GearUp Booster onto your computer and clicking the Roblox tab, you'll be able to instantaneously boost your performance, getting rid of quite a bit of lag. Personally, before my use of GearUp, I averaged about 110 ms in my own region, making it hard for me to play Chime from the comfort of my dorm room. But once I started using it, my ping was able to average around 80, and in turn help my FPS lag as well. Now, I'm able to play Chime comfortably, even though this laptop isn't the greatest. And that's not all. GearUp isn't exclusive to Roblox. You can use GearUp for almost any popular game, be it Fortnite, Valorant, or Counter-Strike. Honestly, I heavily recommend this product to any user struggling with performance issues. Go to gearupbooster.com today and try it out for yourself. Anyways, back to the video.
the Bloodless Gem. The Bloodless Gem is a deep gem that can be applied to any mantra that does damage. In exchange for removing 20% of the total damage of the mantra, the Bloodless Gem will heal you 50% of the damage dealt by the mantra, capping out at 15 HP per second. With a cooldown of less than a second, the Bloodless Gem is by far the most common way for a player to heal themselves, and is applicable on any build so long as you have a mantra. Flame Wisp. The Flame Wisp is a 2-star support Flame Charm mantra that has the ability to convert some of your burn damage into healing. It's worth noting that if you run Serpent Path, it will also convert some of the damage you deal during explosions into healing. This is a ritual cast mantra that can be modified to have up to 15 uses before expiring and needing to be recast or reactivate. Generally, we found that the Flame Wisp can heal a varying amount based on how long your opponent is burning, which can't really be measured. Over time, it really adds up to be a significant amount of healing. Here's a quick tip. By using the Blazing Enchant, you can technically proc Flame Wisp on every M1 with a cooldown of 2 seconds. This is also a great way to heal yourself while maintaining a steady amount of burn damage on your opponent, although there is an enchant coming up that's far better at self-healing, so stay tuned. Regeneration Talents. Currently, there are 2 Regeneration Talents in Deepwoken, with one of them being a rare and the other being an advanced talent. With a requirement of 15 Fortitude, Warrior's Respite is a talent that causes you to regenerate health passively, activated by standing still for 15 seconds. Any action will cause this talent to stop its effects, so good luck using it in combat. The other is Condition Runner. With a requirement of 25 Fortitude and 25 Agility, Condition Runner allows you to passively heal while sprinting, as long as you are below 75% health. It's worth noting that when you're out of combat, Condition Runner heals you about 2 times as fast. This is a great talent for Trackstar builds, as you'll be able to heal while running away from your opponent. And with its requirements usually being met by most builds, there's no reason not to pick up this talent on your build. Iceberg. Iceberg is a 3-star support Frostdraw mantra that, upon cast, encases you in an iceberg, shooting out shockwaves that do very little damage but slow someone trying to approach you. This mantra can be modified to heal you up to 8%, which, upon you being hit in your iceberg, the mantra will deactivate and go on cooldown. Generally, you're going to be hit quite frequently when using this mantra, as there's nothing stopping your opponent from just jumping in and hitting your iceberg. Hey, you. Do you want a secret tech that's completely free that would allow you to get a full iceberg heal every single time you use it? Well, look no further. By activating the Taunt mantra on your opponent, which costs 25 Charisma, and using Metal Rampart, a lot of the time the player you are facing will have absolutely no way to hit you or get near you, or at the very least won't know how to counter it effectively. Although cheesy, it would theoretically give you a free iceberg upon every activation, so long as you land the Taunt mantra and forego the 20% damage boost it provides. Saint J. Saint J is a rare talent with a requirement of having the talent Frostbite, which is essentially an anti-heal, but we'll get to that in the next part. Upon proccing Chill on an enemy for the entire duration, any healing that would normally give them HP is directed to you. As well as this, there is a passive ability that when your opponent is chilled and standing on ice, your general rate of healing is increased. This goes for all methods of healing. It's worth noting that if you have Crystal Path, each crystal that you apply to an enemy will proc St. J for 2 seconds, and then be able to be used again. This is unstackable, which means if you proc St. J with a crystal, you would have to wait 2 seconds before being able to activate it again. Now, unfortunately, in my testing, we found that the redirected healing is completely broken. Although Frostbite does proc effectively, no healing that the enemy is receiving is being redirected to you. I don't know if I just tested incorrectly or not, but currently, I'm presuming that this talent is broken and needs to be fixed by the developers. Vampirism is a weapon enchant that heals you for a percent of the damage you deal per M1. This scales with weapon type, but currently we'll be using a Shattered Katana for reference. As you can see, this Shattered heals 1% per M1 both in and out of combat. It can be considered one of the best enchants for its healing properties, depending on how skilled you are at landing M1s. Potions. As for potions, the health regen potion is one of the best ways in the entire game to heal yourself. Now, the health regeneration potion becomes quite a bit weaker if you use it in combat, healing for a total of 15% over time. However, if you use it outside of combat, it heals a whopping 33%. Potions are pretty strong, huh? And with the newest edition of Salt Chemist, it's not a shock to me that potions have become a center point in the meta. Spit. Spit is the final thing we'll be talking about. It's a universal mechanic occurring when you press T. When you press T on a player, you actually heal a small percentage of your health, totaling 2%, with a cooldown of 10 seconds. It's pretty useful in the standard 1v1, as upon parrying your opponent, instead of attacking, you can opt for a spit to gain back a small amount of health and tilt your opponent a little bit. That about covers it. Every way of healing yourself in Deepwoken without the usage of another player. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments, and make sure you check out part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.